Hello! Welcome to Anime Mystics. I'm Roman, and tonight I am watching Golden Kamuy episode 10. So last episode, they killed, well, I can't say they killed. There were many things that led to that guy's death. I can't remember his name, but the serial killer, the guy that was very interested in, God, why can't I remember his name right now? Sugimoto. Because he had, as he put it, the same eyes as he did. And then all he could think about was what it would be like to be killed by him. Yeah. He was a little crazy. Basically, he saw his brother get killed by a bear, and that kind of excited him, and he wanted to feel the same thing and make, I guess, others feel the same, which is why he was killing people. And after meeting Sugimoto, wanted Sugimoto to be the one to kill him. Anyway, they were eating, and Asirpa saw the head of that guy he killed the previous episode and was trying to warn Sugimoto about what she found. But they had already left, because he knew he had left it in that bath, that like restroom area. So he got Sugimoto out of there, and they were going to I can't exactly say it's a hotel. It's more like a mansion, I think. I could be wrong about that, though. And or was he trying to take him somewhere else? And they ran into the seventh, I think, and he had to get away, Sugimoto, because they're after him. And he helped him get away. So they went to that mansion where they just kind of snuck in. The guy said it was all right. There's so many rooms, they're not going to notice. However, they went into one of the, went up the stairs, and there were two soldiers there, because the lieutenant is in this building, talking to whoever owns it about weapons, and the guy brings out his machine gun. But these two soldiers, they're pretty positive they saw Sugimoto, but the guy is not telling them that it was him. But he does let them go by, and as they're distracted, he kills one of them, stabs the other, but gets shot, and then ends up killing the other guy. But he's injured now, so there's really... Sugimoto has to help him get away. And then the lieutenant comes in and sees them, and they gotta run, and the owner of the place is firing his machine gun at him, who gets hit in the head by the lieutenant, telling him, don't kill them. I'm not trying to kill them right now. So they're chasing after them, and Sugimoto has got the dude by the hand, and they're running down the beach. It's a very romantic scene. And they're running towards Shiraishi, who is still with Sirpa's uncle, because they just got back from hunting the whale. And he notices who he's with, because Sugimoto's yelling at him to get the boat ready. And he yells at him, "That's, the dude we're looking for." And he turns around, and the guy's trying to, cut him with this huge knife. It's I don't know, it's got a long handle. But Sugimoto gets saved by Asirpa, who shoots the dude in the arm with an arrow. And then they have a fight. Sugimoto wins pretty easily. And then when it looks like Sugimoto's going to finish him off, an orca comes out of the ocean, grabs him, and grabs the other guy, pulls him into the ocean, and starts dragging him out to sea, where they have to go and get the orca, because they still need his skin. And he's in heaven right now, because he is experiencing the same thing that his brother did when he was getting mauled by that bear. Only he's getting mauled by an orca, which is even worse because now you're underwater and the thing is playing around with you because it's tossing you into the air and catching you and throwing you again. And however, they do get the whale. A Sirpa hits it in the, I believe, the forehead or something with a harpoon, and it drags them away as they pull after they had pulled that guy in the boat. After the orca tossed him at one point, and they end up getting away from the 7th, or is it the 9th? I think it's the 7th. But yeah, after that, the soldier that was hunting a Sirpa's wolf was going back to the building where her grandmother is, and the little boy, I can't remember his name, is telling him, I guess, that there are 2 people there, but in his language, and he's thinking it's Sirpa. There are some people there, and not 2 people, but there are people there. And he's thinking it's a Sirpa, Shiraishi, and Sugimoto, and so he goes in, not really worried about much, and it's these 2 other soldiers from the 7th. And one of them is one of the brothers that was trying to kill Sugimoto. I believe it's one of the brothers. I think they were like twins or something. Anyway, he is looking for, well, Sugimoto, but he's also looking for him. I think his name's like Yoshitake, or something like that. But he tells him that the little boy told him that there was an injured soldier here, so he decided to wait on him. And after he noticed who it was, he's asking him, did you kill the 2 soldiers that were with you? And he's like, I did not kill them. And asks if he's seen Sugimoto, and he's telling him no. He says the only reason he's there is because they helped him when he was injured, and he wants to repay his debt with them. And he said as soon as his leg was healed, he was going to head back. So they leave. Not without pointing a gun at the grandmother, saying that they were joking around and all that, but obviously they weren't. And he's trying to tell her that he's got to leave. And she knows that's what he's trying to say, and almost gets shot in the head. He's like, ends up going back a little bit, and then bullet like passes his head. I think he gets cut a little bit on the forehead. He tells the grandmother and little boy to get down. He puts a couple of pots on their head, and he's trying to figure out how he's going to get out of there. While that's going on, they cut back to Sirpa and Sugimoto and Shiraishi, who are eating at this restaurant, and then this old man comes in. It's the guy who's trying to bring back the Shinsengumi, and he shows Shiraishi that it's him, and he's like freaking out because he's wondering why he's there. And he's all talking about how Sirpa looks like his granddaughter, and if he can hold her, and like, I guess so, but she's not exactly the most calm person when she's asleep. Like if you wake her up. And he picks her up and he's holding her like it's kind of funny because she's like dead to the world with how tired she is, passed out. They end up chatting a little bit, and then he tells Shiraishi to get a copy, which we know means that he wants him to get a copy of the skin. After that, they cut back to the other guy at the village, and he's basically still figuring out how to get away. And eventually does by throwing out some smoke bombs and cutting a hole in the back of the building and going out that way while their vision is skewed and he's like covered by the smoke. And now it's a it's like the guy is being hunted, and the guy that's after him is a very good shot, so he's got to be careful. But he is a hunter, so I believe he should be able to, you know, he should be able to either get away or sneak up on them and kill them. At least one of them. So that's where we left off. I'm just expecting it to pick up right there. And, yeah, let's get into this episode. So the video is going to be located over here. Wrong hand. And the link to the reaction is going to be in the description down below. And we're going to start this episode in 3, 2, 1.